I Met Ilma is kind of a funny story. One day, I saw that some anonymous comments had been made on data I'd uploaded to the library. The comments described errors in my work in meticulous detail. Incredulous, I re-examined my data, and sure enough, the commenter was right. Wondering who I was dealing with, I looked up the address.
FBI, open up!
Greetings and welcome back to Phantasy Star Online 2 New Genesis. I'm pretty sure we're pretty close to done to all the side stories in Aelio, but we've got a whole bunch of them in Retem to do, and maybe some in Kavaris too. I haven't actually checked. So with that said, let's look here. So I know we got some Crawford. And yeah, I think I checked this when I got done last time and checked that Crawford was the only one left. Anyway, well, good news is we're in the town fort, so let's go, there we go. Let's go meet Crawford.
Ah, glad to see you.
Greetings.
I was just wrapping up a few Central Canon details. Thanks to the data Ilma sent, I've been able to ferret out all manner of technical problems. And it's all thanks to the three of you. My sincerest thanks.
Happy to be of service.
You're right. I heard that you three and the 5 siblings worked to put it all together. How I Met Ilma is kind of a funny story. One day, I saw that some anonymous comments had been made on data I'd uploaded to the library. The comments described errors in my work in meticulous detail. Incredulous, I re-examined my data, and sure enough, the commenter was right. Wondering who I was dealing with, I looked up the address. It had come from Kavaris. That immediately made me think of one person, of course. But I knew that Lysis, whom I had been in communications with before, had passed away.
Oh.
I contacted the lodge, and it was Ilma who answered. He told me that his mechanical skills were entirely self-taught. His free-spirited approach to problems was refreshing to me. I've been asking his advice on a variety of problems ever since. Including, of course, Central Canon. He's been working his way through the vast collection of research Lysis left behind. His ingenuity, combined with that logical mind, makes him second to none. I'd better work hard to keep up with him. Well, I suppose I should get back to working on Central Canon now.
Alright, I'll get out of your hair then.
I have to make sure it's ready when we need it, right?
Yes, indeed. Oh, he's not giving us another story counter. Was that all that we had for this region? Or did he unlock somebody else? Nope, that was the last one. Okay, I guess it's time to start, some Retem storylines then. Let's head on over.
You, is it?
Yes. What's good?
I thought I'd rid the place of enemies while enjoying a stroll. Perfect timing. There is something I require your help with.
Alright then.
I would like to ask you about the relationship we will be building between Retem and Aelio. Now that we will be cooperating, it would be proper for us to learn more about each other. I am not very familiar with the ways of Aelio, however. Other than military affairs, I know little of its culture and customs. As we are personally acquainted, I thought I could practice some cultural exchange with you. Come now, don't worry. Nothing more difficult than some simple conversation, just as we are doing now.
Yeah, I hate to break it to you, but I'm Meteorn, so I'm not exactly from there myself.
What do you think?
But I don't mind spending some time with a pretty lady, so sure.
Is that so? Very good then. With Manon, I have had some exchanges about technological matters and the like.
Yeah, that tracks.
But I have not had much opportunity to speak with Aina. How should I phrase this? There are not many in Retem with a temperament such as hers. I find myself at a loss as to how to start a conversation. How do you usually interact with her? What are her interests, for example?
Well, she likes your singing, so that's a good
My
starting
singing?
point.
I suppose I could talk about that. I see. This has been useful. My thanks.
No problem.
Do you have a moment now? I'd like to know more about you as well.
Absolutely.
Let me see. What shall I ask?
And of course, it cuts off right at the good part. I'm kidding. That here. Oh yeah, that was definitely randomite. Glad for that. Wait. Wait, okay, she's over here.
That's not it. I cannot seem to master it. Who is that there? You, is it?
Sorry to, interrupt, I suppose.
You are quite skilled at making yourself invisible. Impressive.
I endearingly refer to it as stealth mode. So what are you up to?
Merely my daily training. This is a perfect location for it. Wouldn't you agree?
Sure.
It is my dance lesson. I say lesson, but I no longer have a teacher. My family's gift is the power of song. But that power is not derived from singing alone. Only when song and dance combine as one does the true power manifest. That is what my mother always taught me. Singing aside, dance has always been a weak point of mine. Oh, how my mother used to scold me during my lessons. When I stopped singing in front of others, I stopped dancing as well. Now that I am singing publicly again, however, I can no longer neglect my dancing. And so I make the time to train myself daily in the art of dance.
You seem to do just fine during contests.
But having said that, however, I still find it difficult to be watched.
Yep.
If my dancing skills were a little more polished, I could perform for you and ask for your feedback. Or perhaps you could dance with me.
Thought you'd never ask. And once again, Sega cucks me. Stop assuming who I am, Sega. Well, this is just blatantly false. And while this is pretty close to that, it's not as bad.
Yes, that does sound interesting. But let's save that for another time.
Yeah, she's disappointed.
Before I can reveal my song and dance, I need to be certain that I've mastered them first. When that time comes, I want you to be there.
I look forward to it.
Goodbye now. Oh, and no more peeping from behind boulders.
No promises are made.
That is not alright. Yes. And I already have an idea of what this conversation is going to be based off of. Just by the location.
I was hoping I might talk to you. If it's not an imposition.
Never is.
It was an arduous battle. Of course, it's not over yet. But at the very least, we've reached a major milestone. In this seemingly endless battle against Aelio and Retem, so many have given their lives in this struggle.
And so many more yet struggle.
If we had continued to fight on, alone, without accepting your help, I have no doubt we would have been defeated. The people of Retem have long relied on their own strength alone to solve their problems. We asked for help from no one. We were proudly self-sufficient. It was always thought that that was best. In this land covered in sand, and surrounded by mountains, cut off from the outside world, our perspective became limited as well. When the three of you arrived here, many of our people viewed you with little but skepticism. Some even suggested that joining together with you in battle would dishonor us. In truth, it was because of these opinions of my people that I refused your offer at first. When I look back on it, such pride was foolish.
But understandable.
You helped us realize the error of our thinking. You came to this faraway land and proved that your methods are effective. Seeing this, Jalil and Mohsen had a change of heart. And in truth, so did I. Allow me to offer you my gratitude once again.
It does not do to dwell on the past. It is true that you lost many to get to this point, but so many more still look to you for guidance. The best thing you can do right now is look forward and make the future your own.
I cannot thank you enough for rescuing Retem from this danger.
We did it together, Nadara. It wasn't just the three of us.
There is truth in that. Every single time I come here, I always feel such a deep sense of shame. That feeling has not changed. But at least now I can tell them that they are finally victorious. The struggles of our predecessors have made us what we are today. And in the end, victory is ours. I can tell them that their deaths were not in vain. And the emotions I feel when I sing have begun to transform as well. By the way, there is something I have been meaning to ask you. How did it come to be that Manon knew the Song of Mourning?
No idea. She likes to research all kinds of things.
It is true that it has been passed down in my family for generations. It is also well known amongst my people. Perhaps it is not unreasonable that she may have heard it somewhere.
That's fair.
Well, we've chatted at length. That's enough for now, I think.
I've still got plenty of time.
Why don't we pay our respects together?
That sounds fine. That looks to be the last of, Otter's quest line for now. Assuming more of it doesn't get unlocked by talking to the other people here. Well, I think that's a good point to call it for this episode. Had some pretty good conversations with Nadara and one with Crawford. Honestly thought there'd be more to that, but I guess I've talked to him a few times up to this point from different episodes, so yeah, I kind of got a bit heavy near the end there, but everything should be alright in the end. At this point in the video, it means the world to me, as it always does. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you in the next one. Farewell.
Were you flirting with her because you like her, or were you just trying to be gentlemanly?
You call that flirting? That was a pickup line at best, and she knew it. But yeah, I was just trying to be polite.